Hey guys, I'm Katie from Mitza Creek Farm. Welcome back to the channel. Today is October 22nd, Saturday. It is a beautiful fall day here. We have today and tomorrow left of really nice weather, so we are trying to get as much outside work done as possible. And so we are doing lots of projects today. We are going to be rolling up all of the temporary electric fencing, and I think we're also going to try to get some fence posts in the ground so that we can hang lights down at the stone coop for selling Christmas trees. So we have a lot going on today, and we're going to take you with us and show you what we're doing. Things first, I'm going to take and start planting some mums while I'm waiting for Owen and the kids to come down. And so these are the leftover mums, or the mums that died before they sold. Not died, the flowers died before they sold. And so I'm going to pull some out, and then I'm going to plant them in this area that Owen tilled, so that, and then water them really well, so then that way they hopefully will come back next year. I might be a little too late on this, but we're going to give it a go and see if we can get it to grow. Well, I am hauling these to the compost pile. Owen and Beck are somewhere back there, rolling up electric fence. That's our temporary fence that we put up in different areas. This we kept up the whole summer so that we could rotate cows and sheep through here, and then it would provide another electric fence barrier for the beehives. Editing Katie here, I somehow lost the clip that I had filmed, but we are going to be moving the sheep and putting up that temporary fence that we just took down, and wrapping it around the area behind the greenhouse where we were keeping them out of the summer. The area around our apple trees and our grapevines. There's some blueberry bushes in there, and I think a few pumpkins too. And the blueberry bushes died because of the drought. And so it got really overgrown in there, and I couldn't keep up with weed whipping it. So it's really tall, and so we are going to put the sheep in there for a few days and let them eat that down, so that next spring it's easier to get going and hopefully get that manageable and get ground cover on that area. This is the fencing that we're going to use. This is I think they called it airplane cable. You can see it's like a twisted cable fencing. We got this from Premier One, and this by far has been the best temporary fencing we bought. I bought this year when we bought our new fencer, and it worked amazing, and it had no sag in it, and it didn't stretch, so it worked absolutely wonderful. And so in the future, as we replace temporary fencing, I think we're going to replace it with this. The other stuff works okay for like day or two moves, because this stuff is really, it's stiffer and it's heavy, but this is a good semi-permanent fence, and we really like it. Owen's complaining about how heavy it is. So this is how we hook up the temporary fences. We put handle on the end, and we run the top line, or whatever line, the main line, through the insulator and let that hang, and then we can just flip that up and hook it up right there, and then it works really well to connect and disconnect. Owen is getting the first strand up, and you can see the area that we are going to be grazing is on the other side from where Owen is, where it's really thick and tall. These are our sunflowers, and I was just showing Beck that I walked over here and there was bird poop all over, and the birds are eating the sunflowers. There we go. You can see, or they're eating the sunflower seeds. They're loving that. You can see up on that one and that one. Maybe tomorrow we'll cut these down and dry them and do something cool with them, or give them to the chickens or something. Chickens, sheep would like those too. Sheep eat them? Yeah, goats would too. Alright, so he's got 2 strands up. There you can see. We're gonna do a third. I don't necessarily think that we need to do a third if they were at the right height, because we just had them shorn, but I don't want to have to worry about them getting out. And so if running 1 extra strand will keep my sanity and keep me from worrying about the sheep getting out, I will gladly do that. Owen will do that. You can see here how nice and tight they are. They don't really have much of a sag to it like the white fence, the poly rope does. So I really like this. When we order more of the temporary fencing, we'll be using this. I had Owen retill this section for me so that I can get these planted a lot easier. So that is done. So once Beck gets off my garden cart, I'm gonna start planting mums, and then I think that was it for kind of the agenda today. So we're getting lots done. And there is one more thing I just thought of. Since tomorrow is gonna be super nice, I'm going to untie the shade cloth, and so that can fall off tonight. So then that way we can wrap it all up, fold it all up while it's warm out. So I'm gonna do that really quick. I don't remember how this is done. I got the back side done, and now we're on to the front. Actually, this isn't the front, this is the south side of the high tunnel. But this is the way we want it to fall because there's nothing there. Owen was just about done for the night, but that shade cloth way up there is nailed in right there so that it wouldn't slide in like towards the end to end. And so he has to go get the really tall ladder to get that, and then it'll just slide off when he does that.
Hey, Beck. It's a Phillips screw. Oh, I got it.
Thank you.
The hard part. Mine going up.
Now it'll just come off on its own, and then it'll like kind of just fold in on itself. So that's what they recommend.
You're trying to pull this end, or just you let it go in the wind?
Yeah, you just let it go. In the morning, it'll be down. No.
What keeps it from going the other direction?
Well, it's hanging over this far on this side. As long as the wind doesn't pick up.
Should we make a bet that I have to get up at about 3 o'clock and check this?
Okay, just go grab the other corner then. And we'll pull.
Oh, a little bit. You don't need to bring it all the way.
What? So change of plans. I'm not going to be able to fit 4 rows here. So what I'm going to do is, we're getting tired, so I'm going to have Owen till another row tomorrow, and then we'll get this planted tomorrow. But for right now, I want to get these guys watered. This way they are dying is because we stopped watering them a bit ago, and like as in a few weeks, maybe even longer ago. So I'm gonna throw the sprinkler on these guys tonight and get everything nice and saturated, and then that way tomorrow it'll make planting easier and these guys will be a little less dry, and hopefully then it's supposed to be hot tomorrow, and so then it will give everybody a little bit better chance of survival. I'm fairly certain the doctor did not want him doing this.
We don't speak of this stage to our doctor.
All right, we got the sprinkler hooked up, and we had to go hook the irrigation line and everything back up. We got the sprinkler going and running on all of these guys for the night, and hopefully getting this nice and saturated, and then I will keep going on this tomorrow. The plan is that I'm gonna partially bury those so that they stop blowing over in the wind. Woo! Getting wet. And partially bury those, and then just really densely pack in the mums all the way up. There will be a walkway going through. I would like to eventually plant a tree right here, and then a tree up right up in there somewhere, just so that we can kind of frame this all and have it look really pretty, especially with fall colors. But this is the first step to that. This flower bed that I'm putting in will eventually be raised, so it'll block the parking area from the area where we'll be selling pumpkins and all of that kind of stuff. So that is it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next time.